I'm Danielle Hagler, Nelson County Cooperative Extension Agent for 4-H Youth Development. Welcome to Cooking with the Community. Today, we will be joining State Senator Chad McCoy as he tries to figure out what the best recipe is for easy vegetable soup. We'll be learning about some agricultural facts from our community, getting some health tips from Terry, and learning about another community agency that provides assistance to families in need within our community.
I'm a piece of broccoli. Run, 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 run. It's good for your body. Eat your vegetables. And some broccoli too.
Hi, I'm State Representative Chad McCoy, and I've been asked to help make easy vegetable soup. The recipe says you can use tomato juice, or you can use vegetable juice. In addition, you can use frozen vegetables or canned vegetables. You're going to want some things to spice it with, like pepper and salt. And if you want to get a little more fancy, maybe some Italian seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, some hot sauce like sriracha. And I'm going to spice one of them up with a pepper that I like called harissa that you can get. It's a blend of African peppers that's really, really good. Let's get started. First thing you need, a microwave safe bowl. Take your bowl, add your vegetable juice, 5.5 ounces. Next, add 2 cups of frozen vegetables. Now, let's get this stirred up a little bit. First, we're going to need some salt, and then a little pepper. Just for fun on this one, let's add some Worcestershire sauce. That ought to be plenty. Let me get this all blended up. And now, we're going to microwave for 1.5 minutes. While that one's finishing cooking, let's make it again, but this time we'll use the canned vegetables. So, I'm going to use the vegetable juice. So I'm going to take a bowl and use my measuring cups. This one's the 1/4. And now I'll go to the 1/2. And that'll get me 3/4 of a cup of the juice. Perfect. I've already opened my can of vegetables. I'm going to go ahead and drain the water. And now we'll stir these vegetables in as well. Let's add our salt and pepper. Going to add a little bit of hot sauce on this one. And maybe just a shake of the harissa. And we'll head back to the microwave. Okay, we've done it all the different ways. And I had everybody here that was helping me film actually taste it as well. And here's what we decided we like. We like the vegetable juice, and we actually liked the canned vegetables, but we all agreed that the frozen vegetables looked better. But I think the real trick is we liked the spicy one. So don't be afraid to add a little hot sauce or some of the peppers to it as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's an easy vegetable soup recipe. Bon appetit.
Hi there, my name is Nicole Howard and I'm one of the 4-H agents here in Nelson County. And today I wanted to give you an ag fact about vegetables. And this can fit for fruits as well, but Kentucky actually doesn't really have the best climate for a lot of our fruit and vegetable growth. So they have to be grown seasonally. And that can also be elongated, that season of growing time, through high tunnels and greenhouses.
The Nutrition Education Program strives to assist limited resource families and individuals to become healthier. And so we provide education on food resource management, food safety, and food preparation as well, so that even with a limited income, that they're able to be the healthiest person that they can be. Families, for parents, for caregivers, for grandparents, they truly want to do the best that they can for that next generation that they're raising. But sometimes they just don't have the resources. We are trying to address the barriers that they face within those communities, not just with our participants, but with the County Extension Office and with others in the community, organizations and agencies, so that we can truly make an impact. I get to see the work sometimes firsthand that happens in our communities, families who a loved one has lost their job and they were able to maintain the food security throughout the time that that loved one was without a job. We've also worked with people who are in transition, so either through recovery centers or who are, in the case of FNEP, are incarcerated. So when they are released, they're able to kind of share that information again with their family, but also use that in kind of the betterment of themselves as well. Because we're a part of the university system and specifically Cooperative Extension Service, we have access to 120 county offices all across the state, and we are very lucky to have a dedicated staff at the Nutrition Education Program who, regardless of what their roles and responsibilities are, at the heart of why they're here is because they have a love for helping limited resource families. So you will see at extension offices at all 120 counties people who truly are dedicated to making the lives of really their neighbors better. We want to make sure that we're reaching everyone that we can in each of our communities, small or large, throughout the state, so that the healthy choice is the easier choice in those communities.